Imagine a world where the energy that powers your car, your home, or even an entire city comes not just from the sun shining above but from something much closer to home, something you produce every single day. And that something is urine. Yes, you heard that right. Pee! It might sound bizarre, maybe even a little gross, but Canadian scientists have made an incredible breakthrough. They've figured out how to use sunlight and urine together to create clean hydrogen fuel. It's a process that takes what we usually flush away and turns it into a powerful, eco-friendly energy source. This isn't just a quirky science fair project or a wild idea for the future, it's a real, tangible breakthrough that could completely change the way we think about both energy and waste. Imagine a world where our daily routines help power our lives in a sustainable way. We're always searching for new, cleaner ways to generate energy. Solar, wind, hydro, but who would have thought to look in the toilet for the next big thing? It's a reminder that sometimes, the most innovative solutions are hiding in plain sight, right under our noses. The secret ingredient here is urea, a compound found in urine. Urea makes it much easier to extract hydrogen from water, which is usually a very energy-intensive process. By using urea, scientists can produce hydrogen fuel more efficiently and with less environmental impact. This is about more than just making fuel, it's about rethinking how we use resources. Instead of following the old take, make, dispose model, this technology helps us move toward a circular economy where waste is transformed into something valuable. Imagine cities where waste treatment plants double as clean energy factories. This discovery is a brilliant example of creative, out-of-the-box science. It shows how curiosity and a willingness to challenge the status quo can lead to solutions that benefit both people and the planet. But how does this process actually work? Why is hydrogen considered such a superstar among clean fuels? And what could this mean for our future? From the cars we drive to the way we power our homes and cities. Let's dive deeper into the science behind this innovation, explore the technology making it possible, and discover how the answers to some of our biggest challenges might be found in the most unexpected places, even in our own bathrooms. So, the next time you see sunlight streaming through your window or you flush the toilet, remember, there's untapped power all around us, waiting to be discovered in the most surprising ways. Science is truly awesome. So let's get into it and see how today's wild ideas could become tomorrow's world-changing solutions. Why all the fuss about hydrogen? You might have heard it called the fuel of the future, but what makes it so special? Around the world, scientists and engineers are racing to unlock its secrets, hoping it could transform the way we power our lives. Hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe, present in the stars that light up our night sky, in every drop of water, and even within our own bodies. It's everywhere, woven into the very fabric of existence. When we use hydrogen as a fuel, its only byproduct is pure water vapor. That means no carbon dioxide, no smog, and no toxic pollution, just clean, invisible steam. Imagine a world where our cars and factories run without dirtying the air. Now compare that to fossil fuels. Burning coal, oil, and gas releases greenhouse gases that trap heat in our atmosphere, driving climate change and polluting the air we breathe. The difference couldn't be clearer. Hydrogen offers a way out, a clean, powerful fuel that can run cars, buses, trucks, factories, and even entire cities. It's a versatile energy source that could help us break free from our dependence on polluting fossil fuels. One of hydrogen's biggest advantages is its energy density. It packs a lot of power into a small space, making it perfect for heavy-duty transport like trucks, ships, and trains, places where batteries are often too heavy or slow to recharge. And unlike electric batteries that can take hours to charge, hydrogen fuel cells can be refilled in just a few minutes, much like filling up with gasoline. This means less downtime and more convenience for drivers and businesses alike. But there's a catch. Hydrogen doesn't exist freely in nature. It's usually locked up in molecules like water or natural gas, and splitting it out takes energy. The process, called electrolysis, uses electricity to break water into hydrogen and oxygen. Most hydrogen today is made by processing fossil fuels, which still produces carbon emissions and undermines its green promise. This is a major challenge for the hydrogen revolution. That's why the recent Canadian discovery is so exciting. Scientists have found a cleaner, cheaper way to produce hydrogen, potentially using renewable energy and innovative technology to unlock hydrogen's full potential without harming the planet. If this breakthrough lives up to its promise, it could be the missing piece for a truly green hydrogen economy. one where clean, abundant energy powers our world, and the only thing we leave behind is water. How do you make superfuel from sunlight and pee? It's clever chemistry. The Canadian team uses sunlight to trigger a reaction that splits water and releases hydrogen, a process called photocatalysis. Here's the twist: adding urea from urine makes the reaction much easier and more efficient. Splitting water alone is tough, the bonds are strong and need lots of energy. Urea, however, is easier to break down. When added, the reaction attacks urea first, generating extra energy to split water more efficiently. It's like using a tool to open a stubborn jar. Urea makes the job easier. This means less energy is needed, and we're using waste to create clean fuel. It's a smart, sustainable solution that tackles both waste management and energy production, science at its most creative. Let's zoom in on the real heroes, photocatalysts. The scientists use carbon nitride and titanium dioxide, tiny materials that act like a solar-powered factory. Carbon nitride absorbs sunlight, exciting electrons and creating electron-hole pairs. Pairing it with titanium dioxide lets the excited electrons jump away, preventing wasted energy. These free electrons split water to make hydrogen, while the holes break down urea into harmless byproducts. The process is a self-contained, solar-powered cycle. Sunlight energizes the catalysts, electrons make hydrogen, and urea keeps the system running smoothly. As long as there's sunlight, water, and urea, the system can keep producing clean fuel. It's an elegant, efficient solution to a global challenge. Why use urine? It's abundant, sustainable, and free. Every day, humans produce billions of liters of urine, currently treated as waste at great cost. Urea, the key ingredient, is easier to break down than water, making hydrogen production far more energy efficient. This process could be integrated into wastewater treatment plants, turning them into resource recovery centers that produce both clean water and hydrogen fuel. It's a closed-loop system. Waste becomes a valuable product. This approach is especially powerful for developing countries or remote areas using local resources for local energy. Agricultural runoff, rich in urea, could also be tapped, helping clean waterways while generating fuel. The potential is vast, all from reimagining waste as opportunity. 11. Let's compare. Most hydrogen today comes from steam methane reforming, using fossil fuels and releasing lots of CO2. Electrolysis is cleaner but needs huge amounts of electricity, making it expensive. Enter sunlight and urea-assisted photocatalysis, no fossil fuels, just sunlight and wastewater. This slashes raw material costs and sidesteps the high energy demand of electrolysis. The environmental benefits are huge, no greenhouse gases from fossil fuels, and it helps clean up wastewater. Byproducts are minimal compared to traditional methods. The Canadian breakthrough could make hydrogen cheaper, more sustainable, and better for the planet. It's a win-win-win. What does this mean for the real world? The impact could be massive. Imagine city buses and trucks refueled with hydrogen made at local wastewater plants. Cleaner air, less pollution. Heavy industry could switch to hydrogen, slashing emissions from steel and cement production. Hydrogen can also store renewable energy, stabilizing the power grid. The technology is still in early stages, but scaling up is possible with investment and innovation. Especially in developing regions, this could provide both clean energy and sanitation. Communities could generate their own fuel from local waste. It's about building resilient, self-sufficient energy systems everywhere. 10. Of course, there are challenges. Collecting and concentrating urea from urine requires rethinking our sanitation systems. We must ensure urea comes from waste, not new industrial production, to keep the process green. Photocatalysts need to be durable and efficient in real-world conditions. Scaling up from lab to industry will take time and effort. Public perception and policy support are crucial. People need to see the science and benefits. Overcoming these hurdles will take teamwork from scientists, engineers, policymakers, and the public. The big takeaway? Solutions to our biggest problems can come from the most unexpected places. Science is all about exploring the unknown, asking questions, and daring to imagine what others might overlook. Sometimes, the answer to a global challenge is hidden in plain sight, just waiting for someone curious enough to notice. Sunlight, water, and even something as ordinary as what we flush away every day could help build a clean energy future. Imagine turning waste into a resource, or harnessing the power of the sun and water to create energy that's both sustainable and accessible. These are the kinds of ideas that push science forward and make the impossible possible. This breakthrough shows the power of curiosity and creative science. When people are encouraged to ask, what if, and why not, they can discover solutions that change the world. Every experiment, no matter how small, is a step towards something bigger. It's about connecting knowledge in new ways and rethinking what's possible. By combining ideas from different fields or looking at old problems with fresh eyes, scientists can unlock new possibilities that no one imagined before. We need to support bold, unconventional ideas. Sometimes the weirdest ones change the world. The most groundbreaking discoveries often start as questions that seem strange or even silly, but with encouragement and support, those ideas can become the next big thing. Not every experiment will succeed, but fostering curiosity increases our chances of big breakthroughs. Failure is just a part of the process, and every mistake teaches us something new. The journey of discovery is filled with trial and error, and that's what makes it exciting. The history of science is full of ideas once dismissed as absurd that now shape our lives. Think about electricity, flight, or even the internet. Each started as a wild idea that many doubted. Today we can't imagine life without them. This Canadian discovery is inspiring, hopeful, and a little bit funny. It reminds us that science isn't just about serious work, it's also about joy, teamwork, and the thrill of finding something new. With ingenuity and persistence, we can solve our toughest challenges. Every day, scientists and engineers around the world are working tirelessly, experimenting and refusing to give up, even when things get tough. Science empowers us to build a better, cleaner future for everyone. It gives us the tools to protect our planet, improve our lives, and create opportunities for generations to come. And that's the real power of science. It inspires us to dream bigger, to keep asking questions, and to believe that together, we can make the world a better place.